My name is Zach. I'm a painting major here at WVU. My art account is Surreal Station, and I really like making work about people, places, and emotions, which is very broad, but I'll explain it better right here. I chose painting because it was the closest to illustration. What I want to do is I want to make children's storybooks for a living, or work in some kind of team environment like an animation. I'd love to do that. I don't have much of a background in painting. I'm pretty much self-taught for the most part. I don't really take from any specific movement or genre. I just kind of like doing portraits. I've just always been attracted to creating things. It's not necessarily about what that would entail. Like, I like music just as much as I like making art. It just so happens that I didn't learn how to play guitar until I was 16, so I've always just kind of been better at drawing than anything else. If I learned how to play guitar at 3, I would be doing that right now, but I got that side of the coin, basically. I like music more. Music is so much more powerful than any visual form of art. I've never cried while looking at a piece, like a drawing. I've cried while reading comics or reading a book and listening to music, but never just looking at a painting. That doesn't do it for me. Learning how to make an image with oil paint has really kind of helped me see the mastery of it and where you can go with that kind of material. It's made me appreciate, pieces of art history more. As for messages I try to convey, I am still developing my voice, so it's very bipolar. If you look at my art account, you can kind of see in 4-month increments how I'm feeling. Like during the summer of 2020 and towards at the start of the school year last year, so from like August to maybe October, the colors are very bright in those. And if you look at like the beginning of quarantine of last year, those colors are like just very gray and gross and stuff like that because I was feeling terrible. Art is very spontaneous for me, and it's very much about how I'm feeling, and I have to be in a certain mood to do it. So right now, I am in a 4-month period basically, and it usually happens in 4-month periods for whatever reason, where I can't make art at all. I don't know why. I haven't been able to make anything outside of class. The most frequent thing I experience is loneliness. That's like what it was. And if you look at that, there's not even any drawings for that because I couldn't get to a point mentally where I could even draw. The work I create is about how I'm feeling in that moment, and it makes it quite difficult to make long-form projects because I don't really feel emotions for that long, and if I do, they're usually very negative. If you look at writers, a lot of the time they talk about how they don't like writing because it's painful, because you really have to put a lot of yourself into it. And I feel like that's what it's like for me, not necessarily just in a catharsis sense, but in the actual way of making it. I do not like art that is just one thing. I like making something that has multiple different mediums in them. So watercolor I mix with India ink, hope it doesn't smear everywhere. I can't see my art going anywhere that isn't with a story. So I feel like my art is going to progress in the more photography and writing way, rather than kind of in the place it is right now. It's developing, it's getting better, and I know what I like now. And what I like now is people, places, and a lot of portraits.